What's up, y'all? Isaiah Grant with Art and War. You know what I mean? Coming to you with some matches that happened actually like probably a few weeks ago. Safe to say now at this point. September 1st and September 3rd. September 1st was OFC. That'll be the first video that I show. Took place against a blue belt 10th planet individual. 10th planet was the system I first started with. So you'll see I was really feeling out what he knew and basically taking advantage of the situations and really just having fun with the scrambles and exchanges during the match, which was fun. Ended up walking away with the gold on that one. And then the day after the OFC match on the 1st, I did the 3rd, which was Grappling Industries. And the first match that I had that you'll see, I went against a guy that was like 200 pounds. And we've trained before. He knows a lot of my style. He knows a lot of the ways I come into attack, etc., etc. So it was like less of fighting in front of a mirror, if you will, than the second match. But the second match ended quicker, and that was against one of my in-house training partners at my gym. And that one ended with a rear naked choke. The first match that you're going to see ended up with me getting silver, lost by points. So I ended up getting silver that day. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. There are going to be some instructionals that are coming out based on some situations that occurred during this video of the September 1st OFC match. There was something really important that I want to address and I want to show you guys, because it's something that I think will shut down some of these new wave moves that are coming out that everybody's doing. It's going to happen to you in one of your matches, and the defense is killer. You know, the defense is either quick offense and submission, or it's just something you can use, kind of like a Kimura sweep, if you will, to change your submission. Although once again, the Kimura is a submission. Okay, so I'm gonna go over that type of stuff with you guys, and also too, I want to go over a guard system that I've really been taking time to develop and put time and energy into, and have been using against a lot of high-level guys to great avail. So I'll be posting those two videos coming up here shortly after this one here comes out. But if you like, if you want to subscribe, if you want to share, but most of all, and hopefully, please enjoy. Okay, so here we go. It's like a short introduction here.
Welcome to OFC 135. How we doing tonight?
See me in the background there.
You can do a little better than that. How you doing tonight? There we go. We got a little bonus action tonight. We are going to do some jiu-jitsu matches. They're going to be a time limit of 10 minutes. If somebody submits somebody in that 10 minutes, it's up to the loser if they want to keep going. That's how it's going to work. But cheer these guys on. We're trying to build the sport of jiu-jitsu along with MMA, and we appreciate your support.
And this is the first one that they've done for BJJ.
Give it up for your first grappler, David Stevenson.
So this is kind of, in a way, historical, you could say. I mean, to have been able to represent jiu-jitsu for an organization that's been around
and give it up for his opponent, Isaiah Grant.
long time in Nebraska, you know, putting MMA fights on. They're opening up for BJJ, so it's pretty awesome to have been a part of this. Here I am here.
First grappler standing in the hollow point red corner. He weighed in at 155 pounds. He's representing 10th Planet Omaha. He is a blue belt. Give it up for David Stevenson.
Yeah, 10th Planet is the style I first started with, so I was really interested to see how.
And his opponent in the Hiroshima blue corner. He weighed in at 170 pounds. He's representing Omaha's Academy of BJJ. He is a purple belt.
Purple belt.
Give it up for Isaiah Grant. Your referee in charge is Marty Anderson.
And I don't know if you guys have noticed what it's like to do a competition or even to really work out indoors as opposed to outdoors. This was outdoors, so I have a good win, but I just felt taxed out here in this open air. I mean, it's I found that it's different because I used to do a lot of burpees and different routines, sometimes indoors, sometimes outdoors. I found that I could last longer indoors than outdoors, but this was very fun. So we tie up, hand fighting, he pulls guard, and he's starting to work a rubber guard here, so I really just wanted to see what the spectrum of his rubber guard was. I thought he was going to meat hook, but I didn't want to just sit there and not give him any resistance, because when somebody's working rubber guard on you, I mean, it's inch by inch, and eventually they'll get you if you just sit there. So my left leg is up because I'm anticipating a step over so I can initiate some leg entanglements and try to work for a heel hook or a straight ankle lock, something of that nature. But I'm seeing what he's trying to do, because he was trying to dead orchard me for a while on one side, so it's something that I began to kind of look for. But here he goes, meat hooking. I was just really interested in just seeing, okay, what was his capabilities here, because I like to use a meat hook a lot. But then I said, once an opening comes, I'm gonna put this leg in so I can just step over the guard. You know, it's like a jailbreak on the guard itself. So I'm seeing what he's gonna do with this rubber guard, and I have 10 minutes, so why not? You know, here it is. And I really had to think to myself about the crowd. And you know, sometimes you have this this feeling that, oh, I gotta go so fast right now, and it's not the right idea. You know, sometimes you need to pace, take your time, because you have a full 10 minutes in there, which feels like forever. So I'm pressure passing, trying to tire this dude out. We have 10 minutes. I'm really trying to put pressure on him so that he can be taxed.
That was a tap out by Isaiah Grant per heel hook.
Okay, and that
David
announcers
has agreed to keep going.
Announcing.
Let's cheer these guys on. Come on, let's hear it for him.
The announcer is announcing the heel hook submission I laid on the opponent, which actually happened to be the only submission of this event that I was able to pull off. However, I mean, there were some nice scrambles, and I almost had him in a deep arm bar at the end of the thing, though. Here's a DAR setup right here, and I mean, I should have had this. I don't realize what it was. I mean, I had the bone of my arm on his neck, and you know, just followed it up here, and it didn't work out though, so I had to transition to something else instead of just being greedy, you know what I mean? And yeah, this guy was getting inverted and stuff. I mean, really nice stuff to match the type of style I use, because I do 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu, and then I also do try to incorporate a lot of the older style stuff that I'm learning into what is newer here. And you know, some wrestling I like to throw in there as well too. Especially with the pressure pass series that I like to work. A lot of that's wrestling stuff, but little secret about me, I like to get paid off other people's money. So if somebody pulls guard, great. If somebody takes me down, sometimes great, because I'm really confident in what I could do off my back, but I try not to be there. As you can see, I'm trying to work from the top and give this guy a little bit of a hard time. Okay, so this is where my opponent, he tried to buggy choke me. You're going to see this coming up here as the message announces. And it was a solid attempt. You know, I'll give that to him. It was a solid attempt. Because what ends up happening, even when you're doing the escape that I'm semi-showing, there's a few pieces that I missed on it, which I'll clean up and show to you because I'm able to land it better than that. But you end up with a submission off of it, and you end up being able to use it for you know, regaining a better position possibly, you know, which is what I've done here with it. And he comes up, gets a good takedown on me, and flies over like that, which I actually found was a pretty nice technique to kind of stir things up. Let's see real quick here what he does, what I do. Okay, so I'm going cross body with my leg here, and a lot of times if I can get my right leg up under his left leg, what will happen is I end up start taking the back, you know, or I can roll it around into a mount. I can start getting creative with this position here. But I should have just been focused on getting under his left chest, his left pectoral, and start working up to the shoulder, start working up to the elbow joint of the left arm to try to really just destabilize this whole position, which I'm finding is a better idea than working this kind of stalemate position. I mean, this is another thing too, like people that have the ability to be squirrely and go in and out of different positions. I like to lock some of what they're doing down, frustrate their game, make them make real big bursts of energy when they do get open and do something. You see how I'm keeping his leg here while he's in the side control position. It makes it very, very annoying, and it makes it easier for me to pick things and start working a person's offense from this position apart, you know. And as you can see, I mean, I could have come up to possibly a dog fight position with an overhook here, but I'm gonna be honest, like around this point in time, I'm like, man, you know, I'm starting to feel a little bit taxed, no lie. So here he goes, knee on belly, and I think he ended up following this into a mount. Yes. And from here I work what is actually known. I found the name of it. Should have known the name of it a long time ago. It's the Hail Mary pass. So I begin to work this here, and I really like what he's doing with the grapevine of the legs on me in this position. A lot of people don't think to do that. But being that 10th Planet style is kind of catch wrestling, they teach that there, where they a lot of times won't teach that type of technique. So here I go, getting an arch going. He started to do the right thing, which was to connect his legs to me there. But I'm trying to be aware of every movement so he doesn't start picking an arm or anything and get his submission point back. So I'm pushing him up, making him base forward, and then I'm about to start launching a wrap around the hips with one of my legs here. And at this point, the grapevine doesn't matter. If I'm working a Hail Mary pass, like, yeah, good luck maintaining your grapevine. It's practically worthless, and I'll let you think it's worth something at that point. So I get one foot in, which is actually is decent enough to escape that mount position. You get one leg in on this type of technique, you can actually get out pretty easily here. But he's keeping heavy hips, as you can see. Nice forward weight. I could go under his arms and try for a Boston Crab, but I'm just thinking to myself, in tournaments a lot of times I'm thinking, yeah, it would be cool to get something flashy like that, but don't be an idiot. You know? Don't be an idiot. Sometimes slow and steady wins the race, and like I said, we had quite a long time to race. So he's trying to work an Ezekiel choke on me, the dumbest choke in the book, and I was like, hell no. Push his hips forward to make him base out and abandon that, lest he wants to get rolled over. And here's where now I got out and back in almost again in the side control. And then here's where I think I might have gotten out of here. We'll see. We'll see here shortly. Here. This is one of my signatures right here. When somebody's trying to north-south me, especially if they're owning it like he is, here I'll go to try to take the back or negate this position. And it's much like what I'm doing when I'm stepping over the guard or doing the Hail Mary pass from a mounted position. So here we go again. Just a different orientation. And it works like butter. It just works so well. And it's kind of like a static inverted position. And I call like inverted rolling, especially when you're able to catch the opponent's body well. I call it the wheel of fortune of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, because you spin it and, like, you know, you might go bankrupt. That was almost an arm bar there. You might go bankrupt in your rolling. You might end up making it. You know, you might end up catching a position, and a lot of times you catch a bunch of different odd positions that you can run submissions from. So I had the only submission point. We both went 10 minutes. Dude was a tough blue belt, respect, and I walked off with a gold on this one. And then here it is, respect to my opponent, get the gold.
Give it up for both these guys who
Disappear from the
winners.
stage.
Isaiah Grant.
Alright, here I am at Grappling Industries with my buddy Slimer from Aries BJJ, also known as Nebraska BJJ, and Slimer, Chris, aka Slimer, is he's a solid purple belt. He's done some MMA fights, and here I'm going for my signature Darcy, but he knows this because we've trained so many different times, but not as much as I've trained with Logan, which is my next match here. So I'm really trying to stiff him on this one and give him that Darce. I should have probably just stepped my legs back, but I had his leg hooked, so I was like, oh, that's a good idea, but you want your chest behind their head if you're going to finish the one where you have their legs trapped, which is, you know, adds more pressure to it. But anyways, good scrambles here, you know. Good scrambles, but yeah, this dude, 200 pounds, I came in 160. And I was trying for this, it's almost like a guillotine off this control that you use to get the anaconda choke. And this motherfucker was able to get out of it, pardon my French. I mean, it was ridiculously amazing. But here I go straight into a Kimura attempt, and my opponent was just like, he was very strong keeping his arm here, keeping me from being able to finish the submission. And my professor, he was like, I like it, Isaiah. He was liking the submission attempt, and I should have just held on to it and tried Kimura sweeping, but I mean, 160, 200, Kimura sweeping 200. I need more work on my Kimura sweep, but you know, nice entanglement. Almost had this here. I just should have gone for it, but whatever. He passed me. He had very good answers here, so losing by points now, Mr. Grant. That's how it goes sometimes. Dude, this was a very fun match, though. Very, very taxing match, too. So they're moving us to the middle. Getting a little bit of guidance. Flame under the behind from my coach, or my professor, rather. And just kind of feeling out what's going on here to see if there's any hole in this dude's armor, but his pressure passing was ridiculous. Just to keep it PG-13 right here, man. Like it was ridiculous, man. Like I'm not even gonna get all into it, but As you can see, I'm trying to work some things, trying to get my knee, my left knee under his left hip. And if I can, maybe I have a hope of getting my positioning back. And I don't know. I think I might have been able to get out of here. I might have been able to, but this was just. I mean, this wasn't one of my most spectacular performances here.
You gotta get up.
However, I did have fun here. This was that was the main thing for me, I guess.
Gotta get up, Isaiah. Let's go.
Good old Coach Vinicius, Professor Vinicius. He's a black belt. He's doing his thing in Kansas City. He's acting as a judge. And I had the pleasure of being able to learn under him for a while. Very, very slick jiu-jitsu player. But anyways, I'm just trying to work something. I think here I try to work a inverted triangle sweep on this dude, which works sometimes. But once again, this guy knew what I was doing. He knew what I was doing. Pull that arm out. I was able to get out of there, circle out. But now at this point, it's down to points. He was more aggressive with the takedown and actually got it, as you will see here shortly, winning the match.
Isaiah, you gotta go.
And haphazardly, half-heartedly threw a fake takedown there, hoping he would do something and maybe I could sprawl. I mean, here at this point, I need to just start realizing just to come out guns blazing with some type of takedown or something and try to score. But that was the last point there. That was it. Lost that one, and then next round was for position at getting silver here. So here's match 2. Couldn't get anyone to hold my camera after that last boring match, but this one I made it up for. And unfortunately, I had to do it upon a training partner. Hit him with the move he hadn't seen me do, which is good old arm drag, and took his back standing since he naturally just started going that way. As you can see here with a roll, boom, took his back, put the rear naked choke in, applied the pressure, got the tap, done deal, silver. So that's what won me silver on this one. Thanks for watching again.